I chose to go in the program because children's media had never really occurred to me as a field, and it just blew my mind how massive the industry is, and people see media as just like kind of one bubble, and then children's media is like a smaller bubble, but really children's media is like a huge entity on its own. So what I really want to do is just explore that field and just to see all the different components of it and what it could offer. An average day in LA, since it was only 1 week, it was quite busy. So right when we woke up, got on the bus, maybe 8, 9 a.m. And from there, we would be visiting different studios, getting to speak with executives, getting to ask them questions. And sometimes we would go to classes at Raleigh Studios where Sherry Culver would just give us a run through about the upcoming day, and she would go over some lessons that have to do with children's media. And if we had free time, we would go out to dinner in downtown LA and just explore the city in any way we could. So a few of the companies that we got to meet with included Illumination, DreamWorks, Nickelodeon, Mattel, Select Management, and Go Mount Entertainment. So an average meeting on the trip would basically consist of, depending on what kind of studio they had, it might include a tour, it might just include sitting at a desk with someone, but they were all fantastic experiences. So let's say DreamWorks, since DreamWorks literally has like a campus as their studio, we had a full hour-and-a-half tour where we got to see different offices, got to see all the different departments. The most elaborate studio was definitely Nickelodeon. It was like an amusement park going there. They had swing sets in their office, they had specific napping locations, they had secret doors, and it was just like a wild ride that any kid would be thrilled to get to see. In our free time, we just try to explore little spots around LA that maybe we wouldn't necessarily get a chance to pass by or whatever. We hiked up to the Hollywood sign, which was probably one of the highlights of my trip, just because the weather, it was so gorgeous. It was a great experience just getting to walk up there with the people that I gotten to know. We also got a chance to go to Universal Studios, which was also fantastic. We got to see Harry Potter World. A lot of people, it was their first time ever going there, so that was super special for all the Harry Potter fans, and it was just really fulfilling. Basically, the class consisted of learning a few lessons about certain theorists who study child development. So after getting some insight about their studies, now we can take everything that we've learned and put together our own children's show, basically. So the final project consists of coming up with a pilot episode of a children's show, and it's going to be about a 10-minute presentation, and basically this project is entirely our own, which is super exciting because we get to start with an idea that we come up with from scratch and get to, basically it's like pitching to an actual executive. So that project's going to be in February, and until then we just all have to be thinking about cool ideas that inspire us and just developing them as we go. I think out of the program, what I drew the most from it was probably just a lot more confidence in what I envision myself doing. Because when you're at Temple and you're learning about, different fields you could be working in, it can feel a little isolating because all you really see is, your professor talking about these concepts, and you don't feel like you're actually in the field doing work. But this, it was like traveling across the country into a world where this industry thrives. And I guess again, what I drew the most from it was just to actually see real executives in action and hearing their insights and their journeys of how they got there. I learned the most about children's media from the people I got to meet, so I don't think it would have been possible to learn all that information if I was still here at Temple. And I guess I think gave all of us a lot more confidence into our field and what we want to be when we grow up. I think people should go on this program because where children's media thrives is only in a few locations. Even though children's media is able to reach people globally, there's only select locations that you can really be engrossed in it and just feel everything that it has to offer. And I truly think Los Angeles is one of those places. And since it's only 1 week, and despite it being something you're interested in or not, the experiences that you take away from it, you'll remember forever, whether it's, hiking up to the Hollywood sign or just getting to know a very close friend. Regardless, you're gonna walk away taking something from it that you probably couldn't get here just at Temple.